Hey everyone, it's Christine here. Welcome to my channel and welcome my Leos to your new moon solar eclipse in Taurus reading. Remember, this is for sun, moon, rising, or any other placement you feel called to pursue. If you have Leo in your chart, please always trust yourself, practice discernment. Know that energies are fluid. I'm clearing the space here. We are going to get started. I hope all of you have been doing well. I'm getting some of you are resting right now. I mean, it's lunchtime where I'm at, around 12:11 at the time of this filming, but I heard rest. Some of you are winding down from a really busy month. I'm just feeling total relaxation, like quietness. Some of you may have a need to take time out or are retreating, withdrawing, or hermiting. I feel like April, we transitioned into Taurus season last week, but the start of it was pretty hectic. So let's dive in and see what messages the universe has for you all for this upcoming, new moon and solar eclipse. One flew out. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Perhaps that's why I got this resting feeling. Some of you may have been dealing with situations, discussions, people, and you're releasing them. I feel too, we have Mercury Retrograde coming up May 10th. It'll be first in Gemini and then in Taurus. I feel like this could be a harbinger of sorts, but letting you know that, of course, people and different situations and things may come up for you, and to be very cognizant and also conscious of not reopening past cycles or things that are not supposed to be with you and where you're going next in your life. They're not supposed to come with you. There's an element here of releasing. A lot of you are walking away from something. I get old belief systems, your ways of thinking and doing what you do, especially with others, and how you work, how you live. It's like a total new, I see like a reboot, like computer, but like a refresh. A lot of you are, your values, your priorities, your beliefs, your core beliefs, they've shifted. I'm going to pull another one. It's a Moonology manifestation. Oh, we got one. Messages want to come out for you all. Holy smokes, I'm getting this card for just about, it seems like almost every reading. Last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love. Some of you may have Libra in your chart. Of course, I don't think I've ever declared this in my videos, but some of the signs that I do bring up, zodiac signs, both intuitively, those that appear on cards, and many of the decks I use do not have assigned zodiacs. They could be other energies too that you are connected to, but I don't look into their energies. I focus on you. Make time for self-love. So whatever happened, a lot of you that's the feeling I got before I even pulled the cards, that a lot of you are just resting, retreating, hermiting, taking time out. Many of you are focused. It could be the evaluation of your priorities and your beliefs. Self-love, self-worth. This is the theme for so many people this month with Taurus. We're in Taurus season. Sun is in Taurus for another a little bit more than 2 weeks or so. And the North Node is in Taurus. So there's just a major influence and also focus on our finances, our stability, relationships, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So we're getting a lot of Libra energy and Taurus energy. So in general, but in this reading, Capricorn and Libra may mean something to you. It could be in your charts. We're going to next draw from the Keepers of the Light. I said it right. I always forget. I look over at my decks, the boxes, and see what message the universe has for you. They're popping out. Jual Kul, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. I even get the sun energy here. I get you all, Leo. But look at this, how beautiful this is. Some of you may revere this person. Look at this. This is beautiful. I get a sense of peace, of hope, of happiness, of harmony. Some of you have been working on your solar plexus. I'm also getting sacral chakra and also root chakra. Many of you are really redefining. I'm just getting, it's not just continuing your priorities, your beliefs that you've had. It's like a redefining, reshifting, redoing. And it's almost as if literally like you put a new t-shirt on and that t-shirt allows you to see a different way of life. It's that energy that I'm getting. So if you are doubting, if you are on the right path, this is confirmation that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. You are on the right path. Even if at times it doesn't feel like it. Right now I'm getting, like I said earlier, a lot of time out energy. Some of you are reassessing your next steps. I feel like a lot of you have released, I mentioned situations and people. I'm getting also some friendship and relationship breakups. And of course, it doesn't have to be as dramatic as it sounds. It could just be as easy as just becoming distant from people that you once used to vibe with, even as recently as this year. It happened to me. I'll just tell you that. It seems like people just left and I'm like, oh my gosh. Some of you are going through that type of transition. I'm getting that energy of, it's your vibe, your energy, the people, the places, the belief systems, your priorities, the things that you used to do. It's like you've changed who you are and you're like on a different path. I'm going to pull a different card. I feel called to pull another one for you all. You're really working on yourselves right now. But I get a lot of you have just been releasing people, and even it doesn't have to be, like I said, as dramatic. It could have just been like you don't say anything, but you know you're just drifting apart, or you haven't heard from people, or you just are not vibing like you used to. Same thing with relationships, romantic relationships. But I'm getting for you all that, for most of you, I should say, because for some this could have already happened or may be in the process of happening. But for many of you, you've already made the decision that this is not the relationship that fulfills you and that you want to be in. We got Mercury, open communication. Obviously, some of you may have Virgo or Gemini in your charts. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. This definitely has to do with, obviously, people. I mean, you could speak to situations or be reflecting more internally, because we do have Mercury Retrograde coming up in more or less 2 weeks. It's on the 10th of May. But I feel like this has to do with relationships. Some of you may not have been able to speak your truth, to express yourself or how you really felt or how you really wanted. And it's bothering you and you're rehashing it and replaying it. If you're not able for whatever reason to express how you really feel to that person or people, take time to journal your feelings out. I know it. Some people are like, I don't want to do it. I'm just getting like a resistance. Some of you are on the couch laying down. Like just almost like resting, like taking time out. But find a way to get this out of you, because this is energy that can remain stagnant in you, in your body. Writing is a great way to process it, and reading it too. And you feel the emotions and can cry it out. It's amazing. Write everything out and then use your element of fire. You all are ruled by the sun. I'm getting it's almost like a melancholy feeling. It's even affecting my energy. I'm feeling just like I want to kick back, lay on the couch with a pillow, and just rest. It's not even go to sleep or take a nap. It's just rest. And maybe you've been in your head too much rehashing whatever has been happening and you just don't want to do it anymore. That's okay, but releasing whatever you write and burning it in a fire ritual, a ceremony, is transformative. Fire is a very transformative and also integrating element. And just visualizing the ashes flowing back into the earth, it's like a release of sorts, especially, again, if you're not able to communicate what you'd like. Wow. Everyone, I'm getting just a lot of releasing of people, and it makes sense. Before a lot of major changes, especially with eclipse energy, because we have a lot of new things coming, but you have to release. We don't have, like, if you're moving, you're not going to get a new, okay, for some it may work this way where you have your current living situation and you get another house or whatever, but most of the time, to get to the next step, you have to leave that current step, or at least be in the process where the universe is like, okay, we see you going, you're making that transition. Lots of releasing happening right now. We're going to have more with Pluto in retrograde. So we're going to take a look at a dragon oracle, because dragons are very transformative. They're about inner and outer harmony, balancing, and really helping you take charge, be brave, even if you're scared, kind of energy, and move forward. I'm just getting a lot of retreating from you all. Oh, we got one. Everything's confirming your sign. I get total fire sign here. Aries, Leo, Sag. And also root chakra energy, simply because of the big ass sun. I mean, it could be the moon, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting solar energy. I feel like you all are popping up in your own reading. Leo. We get Orbron. We get 14. That may mean something to you. And when you reduce 14, it's a 5, which is a massive change. This also has lightning in there. So it could be, I just did a spiritual video. I recorded a spiritual video. A video, I should say, on the spiritual meaning on thunderstorms. It goes more, I don't even want to detract here, because I know, I'm like, I didn't even want to do it. But I got a strong message from my own spiritual team, from my guides, that I had to. And I'm like, fine. I'm getting here with lightning that there are changes coming for you. And naturally, I feel like this is with the eclipse, with the solar eclipse energy. I don't feel like this looks scary. You can see it. But the snake, you see, this is a snake or a tail? It looks like a snake to me, but it has like little hairy stuff. So it could be the dragon's tail at the end. Because I wanted to say snake. I'm just getting a lot of transformation. Like I said with you all in the beginning about your priorities, your values. It's like a breakdown. Kind of like the energy of the Tower card. The Tower, when you see a tower in the tarot, similar to that. It's like things are falling apart and to be released. But it's not, a lot of people, when they think, oh, it's falling apart, it's dramatic, it could be scary. A lot of times it could be just a shifting in your belief. That could be a tower moment where you're like, oh my goodness. And it's subtle, and for some it could be sudden. But I'm getting these changes it's like wiping away the old. Things are going to move away, be released. For others of you, I'm also getting that this is you right now in your head. You have to let something out and communicate it. Some of you are deep in your head and like an inner conflict. And we get the Libra energy here too. This may be why you're being called to focus on self-love and also balance. Libra is about the scales. There's something with your mental landscape right now. I'm just getting like a disequilibrium of sorts, like an inner and outer balance. They're not matching. There's something going on. Your energy is it's depleted. I see a lot of you, just energies on the couch, literally with your feet up. It's almost like you want to time out and you just want to chillax. We're going to look this one up. I love reading these because I haven't read most of them. Orbron. That may be a name that means something to you. It's on page 82. 82 may be a number. That's 10. 10 is completions. A lot of things are coming to an end for you all. Reconnect to your physical body. Get out of your head. Holy shit. Wow. If Orbron has turned up today, it is to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. You may have to dig deep within yourself and maybe do this for the long haul, but you can and will succeed. The striking red dragon's connection is firmly grounded and in effect connects you to our base chakra. He therefore relates to everything that makes up our physical lives and the world we create. The message is simple from Orbron. Nothing in this world you call home is insurmountable. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground. Anchor yourself into your physical reality. Having your heads in the clouds will not give you the answers you desire or require. I have to just say it quick before we continue. With all this Piscean energy we've had around us, a lot of people have had their heads in the clouds. So that could validate what you're going through, but also why you may be so much in your head. And we're in the pre-shadow aspect of Mercury retrograde too. So if you have Mercury, if you have Gemini or Virgo in your Mercury placement, know that, or any others, perhaps your moon. Connect your base chakra and reconnect to your physical body. Get out of your head and into your body. Release your ever-tumbling and swirling thoughts. When you are more grounded in this way, you will be better placed to deal with the matters that are demanding your attention. You will then be able to handle them fully and with ease, freeing you to move forward. Your time is best spent tackling whatever is demanding your time. Deal with it totally, and then you will be in a position to move forward. Although Orbron is a tough-talking dragon, sometimes you need to hear it as it is. He is a great ally when you need to get a job done and deal with the here and now. Orbron finishes his message with seek the path of least resistance. The more you tussle with a problem, the tighter the noose becomes, eventually strangling the solution. Yep, confirms a lot of you are in your head. So one advice here is to get out of your head by grounding yourself. And I even mentioned here, there's root chakra energy here I got. I usually, just because red appears in a card doesn't mean I get root chakra. You see the way the collar is? It's like a steady foundation. It's firm. It's like the opening and protection of the throat chakra here. I'm just getting stability. I would suggest if you have a favorite workout, do it. If not, just get outside and walk if you can, or move if possible. There's just mental energy to expend. I would say too, sometimes sleeping could help, but I'm getting the energy, it's not the sleep. I'm feeling just restless energy. Okay, let's move on to Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler deck. I know you all want to say something more, but I feel like this is not to rescue whatever is happening. I'm not feeling that energy. I feel like you all know intuitively deep down that this is something you need to release. Or that you may be a little bit fearful of doing so, but the eclipse energies, I've said this in the other sign readings, if you do not make the decision, no matter how many signs you're getting about someone, about a situation, about something in your life, whether it's time to leave the job, time to take this chance and step into this, or leave that relationship, whether that is a friendship, romantic partner, whatever the case is, the universe will come in and do it. I know a lot of people have experienced this, and I'm living proof. It's happened to me a lot, but before I actually started healing the universe. And I mean, it's not something you won't be able to survive through, but it just makes it that much harder when it's something that's not within your control and you don't have that agency or that power. Some of you are contemplating this, but you know deep down inside you need to leave this situation. A lot of you are really focused on you. I'm getting a lot of me energy. I mean, not me, but like you, me. Does that make sense? You want to focus on yourselves. Perhaps this is why some of you are stepping into more self-love practices and getting clear. Some of you are going through a massive just spiritual awakening, and it's going to vary for everyone depending on where you are in your journey, but I just feel like, because I just said earlier, your shifting of your priorities and your beliefs are so different. That's what I'm getting. Okay, see what messages Sacred Traveler's Tarot has for us. Has for my Leos, I should say, not us. We're not doing a collective here. Maybe some of you have a lot of zodiac placements in different signs. I'm not sure why I was referring to the collective here. What messages does the universe have for my Leos for this new moon and solar eclipse? What can they expect? What changes? We're gonna... Okay, got two. Wow. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. A lot of light guiding your way. Look at this. Although we have the quarter moon here, you see a lot of light. Even Mercury, even though it's obviously not like bright in that sense, speaking your truth is a way to light your path. Look at this. There's just a lot of illumination coming. I'm getting full moon energy here. Just a lot of things coming to light. And I feel like it has to do with your spiritual evolvement, what you've learned, the messages you've received, and the things that you've come to realize within yourself. Almost like an integration, like an upgrade. Look at this. Winter season. There's snow on these leaves. It looks like snow, and the way they're dressed, it looks like winter. It's cold. They have a heavy cloak. But you see here, for some of you, you may have been getting signs since winter. Some of you have been on this journey since wintertime it started. Some of you have been really reassessing your life since then. There was something that happened. And that could also be where you're going. So this could have a time element. Again, don't put too much weight on the time, but around winter, things may look a lot different in your life. I'm getting in general, not in any one specific area. So this is going to be very different for all of you. You all are stepping into your power. This is huge. And you have support. See the people behind them? They could be your spiritual team. They almost look like ghosts per se, right? Because they're not completely in color. They could be your ancestors, whoever is part of your spiritual team. They could also be friends, people here on the physical earth. Also animals. But you are guided not only by the stars, but by the sun. Some of you may have... I immediately got Cancer, but it just came to me intuitively. Some of you may have Cancer in your chart, but a lot of you are being guided. You have the answers within you. You're receiving this. This is so beautiful when I see stepping into your power. This is part of leaving things behind and healing. When we're able to heal, it's a way to reclaim our power, our agency, and control over our lives. And because of the self-love journey many of you have been on or initiating or will be starting, we're going deeper. You could be elevating this. It just makes you more stronger. It elevates your own personal power. You're not dimming your light. I'm getting a lot of light here. I know you all love being in light. Wow, we get grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Maybe some of you have just started or are deepening your gratitude practice. Getting a lot of Libra and Taurus energy, just Venusian energy here. A lot of beauty. You guys are beautifying yourselves. It could be in the way that I'm saying it, like taking better care of your appearance, your physical body, your mental health, emotional and psychological health, your life in general. But you're also engaging in things, practices that bring you joy, whether they're ones that you're re-engaging in or you're discovering new ones. There's a lot of happiness for you all here. The cards are beautiful. Some of you may have a connection with Japan. I get total with the architecture here. And these look like cherry blossoms, but it looks like a giant cotton ball to me, a pink one, but cherry blossoms. Some of you may, I know they have cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. and many parts around the world, but also obviously in Japan. This is the season when many of them, I was going to say sprout, but some of you may love gardening, flowers. Some of you are working on your heart chakra, pink and green. Heart chakra is the only one with two colors. Although I always say, go with your feeling and your intention. Don't just focus on the traditional colors for each. A lot of Libra and Taurus Venusian energy here. A lot of healing you all are doing and taking care of yourself. This is allowing you to magnify and amplify your own light. You all are lighthouses. Okay. I heard no. I was about to pull more and they're like, no. It's interesting. We have 2 from the Moonology, 2 from the Light Keepers, 1 from the Dragon, and 2 from Sacred Travelers. 2, 2, 2 may be a number you're seeing. In any number of 2s. So it could be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, or 2, 2, 2. Okay, I said that. You all, I feel 2, I mean, it deals with partnerships and other people in your life, but I also feel like this is about yourself. You're regaining a balance within yourself. A lot of inner transformation there. I love these types of readings for everyone. I mean, there's a lot of release, and there's an element of grief when you release something, especially if it's something that you've been comfortable with for a while, whether it's a person, a place, a situation, a job, whatever it is in your life. But with every ending comes a new beginning. And you all are taking charge. I know my Leos have that energy. You're the brave lion. And even if you're scared as shit inside, you use that energy courageously, and you use that energy to forge ahead and do what is calling you in your heart. Okay, let's take a look at some self-love oracle messages. What guidance does the universe have for my Leos for this new moon? What do they need to know? What's coming up for them? These cards all want to come out. There's a lot of messages you all are getting right now. Some of you are ignoring them. It's funny when we ignore messages from spirit. They keep coming even louder sometimes. I'm getting that you're getting messages in other ways too. Some of you are seeing different forms of synchronicities in the form of numbers, animals, and things people tell you. You're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about that. Or something resonates with what someone says to you. It's like an answer to a question. We got get up. No matter how far we have fallen, we must try again. All is not lost until we get up. This is literally, except I see you all with your backs on the couch. Maybe this is a note for some of you to get off the couch, but get up. I don't feel though that you've been in this energy for long. Maybe since the start of this new year, but it's time. You're being called to step into your power, and it's time. So this is the hard part, is making that transition and change. If you've been in this position for a while, some of you may have left literal conflict, inner conflict around you. You got to let go and leave the past behind. You got to let go. Some of you it's hard for you to let go. And it's calling you, I'm getting a lot of care for yourself. The horse is a gentle spirit. Some of you the horse may be your spirit animal. I feel like some of you are seeing more horses. I heard horsey. Unicorns as well too. You're seeing them in different places. Stuffed animals, pictures. That may be a sign for you. There's a certain grace and beauty about a horse, but they're courageous, they're fierce, they're all about freedom, independence. They know their path, they know where they're running to. We also have, and we got 41 here, if that is meaningful to you, and also 5. Look at this. And we got 14 here. You got 5 in each of these cards. 55 may be a number you're seeing. You've gone on some big changes within and also without around you. A bunch of changes. They're coming. I'm getting it. Big ones for you all. I mean, it's almost like, duh, they're coming for everyone, but I'm just getting, it's even more amplified for you. These are significant changes. 29, it reduces to an 11. Definitely some of you, like I said earlier, are on a spiritual awakening, spiritual journey. If you're watching this, more than likely you have already started, initiated, or in the process of your own spiritual awakening journey. But I'm getting some of you are in the midst of, have just awoken recently. We have forgive and release. When we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. When we keep our lessons learned without holding on, we can keep our lessons learned without holding on to past hurts. There's something about strength here. You are strong beyond measure. A lot of you may have had your heart broken, or for a very small few of you, but I'm getting most of you are the ones doing the heart breaking. But it's not intentional. I feel it here in my heart. You don't want to, but you know this is not the path you're going forward. You're not going toward. Even leaving jobs, people could say, well, you're breaking your own heart in a way, but it's almost like you're breaking the heart of what you thought you would have wanted. I feel like a detachment in that way. This is where the self-care comes. A lot of this concerns relationships and people, and also yourself. A lot of times we forget to forgive ourselves in many situations. It's okay, people change, things change. There's so much Leo energy I'm getting here. You are all stronger. Do you see the lights? They're all holding lights. You all first are very guided by your spiritual team. I got ancestors. I got animals. Many of you are empaths and communicate with animals. Angels. I got the ancestors earlier here. You all have this inner knowing. You see the little lights that they're each carrying? Follow your inner knowing, your compass. Many of you are empaths. I'm getting that. You're getting big signs. Many of you are very intuitive. We're going to tap into a soul journey. Is it called? Yes, James Van Praagh Soul Journey card. There's this is on the collective too, major healing, releasing. This upcoming eclipse energy and new moon, it's transformative. I feel like from that moment on, people's lives are going to change. Their inner worlds and what comes after that, the outer worlds. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just yawned on camera. That's not something I do. Excuse me. Some of you are still on the couch. I'm getting this heavy weighted energy. You just don't want to move. It's okay. If you need to take time to rest, that's an element of self-care, not just for your body, but for the mind. A lot of you there's like a defeat. Do you see this person? I want to say this. We also get some sword energy. But you see the person next to this one? Regardless of gender, of energies, it doesn't matter. I feel like a lot of you have, you see the sword? It's like in. It could either be in the earth or it could be, it looks twisted. You see the shape, but I feel like it's in the earth. But whatever the case is, I feel like a lot of you have definitively made the decision or are making it about this particular relationship. And I'm getting a lot of romantic relationships, partnerships in that way, but it could be friendships and other types of relationships. Look at that. Making the decision is actually the hardest part. And then the change that comes after that. There's an element of grief, but it's almost a liberating feeling. I feel like a sense of defeat. You have a lot of support around you. Let's see what guidance the universe has for you. What else do my Leos have to know for this new moon? Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. A lot of mental stuff here. A lot with the mind, with your mental landscape. I feel like when you do release this energy, you are going to tap back into your creative endeavors, your creative side. Things are going to start pumping up again. I feel like the need to say rejuicing. Maybe some of you are drinking juice, but you have to release it. I feel like this is what's coming. And self-love is, the colors are beautiful. They're reminiscent. Self-love is going to help you with this when you pour into your own cup. Ooh, this is a little bit longer for you all. Let's take a look at a self-care oracle on how you all can perhaps engage in some self-care for this particular lunar event. Like I said earlier, grounding, and even what the dragon or Brawn message suggested. Grounding, but also get into nature. I do see nature here. Taking a walk may lift your spirits and help you find a little bit of that inner joy. And there's something so cleansing about being outside, whether it's a park, a neighborhood, a trail, a forest. There's something incredibly soothing and cleansing right now. What messages does the universe have for my Leos for their self-care? What messages does the universe have for my Leos? Create art. Some of you may be artists. 17, we got 8. 8 is about abundance. Some of you may be seeing 8 or 17. That may be a number that means something to you. Look at this. Engaging in self-care, self-love is going to help with this. And also when you release. So this may be another way to get your emotions out, to speak your truth. It's healing for so many people. It's a form of therapy too. Is expressing your emotions through art. But that could also mean music, through dance, because they're all forms of art. Some of you are musicians, dancers, creators of different things. I'm going to leave you with an affirmation. I feel like some of you are photographers too. They came out. One came out. We got it. A lot of purple in these cards and blues. You're getting messages from your divine team. Some of you are not paying attention to the messages. Remember that you know these. Follow your intuition, heed them. You see the lights? Think of you and your spiritual team as one. We got, when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. When I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. Angels, call upon them. Some of you may need to call upon Archangel Raphael right now for healing. Archangel Chamuel for love, unconditional love, and self-love. I hope this reading has helped, my Leos. Things are going in the right direction. You know what you have to release if you're still wondering. Find a way to speak your truth. There's so much abundance, creativity, beautiful things at the edge coming up for you because you all are stepping into your power. You all are going to get through this, by the way. You have a lot of support from your divine team, from your ancestors. Find a way to ground yourself and express yourself, most importantly. Find a way to speak, to express yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button. And I am wishing you a very cathartic, releasing new moon. It almost sounds like I'm talking about the full moon, but it's going to be a big one. And I will see you soon. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Take care.